Hello! Steven's doing the drumming. Welcome to We Have Issues. I'm Anthony.
I'm Stevie Wildcard.
And I'm still Katie Carly LaFusile. Can you believe it?
And every week we've been getting together in these live shows while our Kickstarter is going and while our campaign is thankfully thriving. Steven, this is our last day. We have less than 24 hours to go. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I mean, this campaign, we have crossed the threshold higher than any threshold we have crossed thus far. We're doing amazing. It's awesome.
Yeah.
How many backers shy of 70 are we still?
So we're 2 now.
3?
Yeah, we're 2. So we got another backer today, and thankfully it was a substantial backer. It was really awesome. So first of all, welcome to everyone in the chat. Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. Let us know. I know the audio is not going to be perfect this week. We're still fussing with it and trying to figure out how these lives are going to work when we do them. So let us know, like, if you can hear all of us okay. Hopefully you can. It's decent enough. Otherwise, Steven, dude, we've been wanting more and more backers. We lost a backer, which was, dude, devastating to me. I was saying today I was on Instagram. I've been making these like stupid videos while I wait for to pick up Atlas, and I was saying like I don't know what to hope for. Like, do I hope that they're destitute? Like, do I hope that they're going through something terrible, or do I hope that they hate me? Like, which is it? I don't know.
I hope that you just hate me and that life is fine, because I'd rather deal with you not wanting to support my book than to know someone out there is struggling.
That's what I landed on. I was like, I hope
unless you're a bad person.
Yeah, I was like, I hope you hate me. But I did.
You just hate really cute, creative, talented men.
Men is funny. Also, I love you so much. So for those of you who don't know, we still have our Kickstarter live. It's for our new comic book. It's issue 4 of a 5-part series. But don't let that scare you. We have catch-up tiers and all of that. It's all below. You can check the link in the description. You can find all the books. They're only available for the next, 20 hours or so. Steven, I love you, and you know what? Sir? It was your birthday this week. How do you feel?
It totally was. I am 39. My hair is thinning. I'm getting old.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not 40 yet, so.
Hey, the shade, the utter shade I feel thrown at me every day now of my life. Every day. Like they're like, oh, you're over the hill. I'm like, please kick me over a cliff instead. I don't want to. It's not like an as you wish.
I'm not rolling the stone the opposite way.
Yeah. Oh, it's just yeah.
Realistically, though, because of the pavers, I'm sure my body is much, 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 much older than yours. So you got that going for you.
That's right, Steve. You know what's funny?
I won't have knees in like 10 years. So.
I was gonna say, I have knee problems too, just from work. And this is dumb. This is very dumb and not as impressive or cool or masculine as yours. but Steve, just from like working for over a decade at Michael's, going up and down stairs. And carrying things
you're not
up
wrong.
and down stairs.
Michael's was taxing on the body, man.
Yeah,
I
really
worked there for a season.
Yeah, because not only did I have to like put things up on top of the shelves like for overstock and stuff, but they had like an upstairs like main overstock area where the conveyor belt was broken or like full of stuff, so you couldn't use it every day. So it was one of those situations where like, hey, get all this very heavy stuff upstairs. I'm like, I guess my knees won't. I hope I don't need my knees in 10 years. And I do. It turns out I do, because we have a trampoline now, and our son likes to look at me and go, hey dad, hey father, can you do this? To which I have to respond, no, I can't, because I am 40 now.
I can't.
I'm old.
Physically, no, I am not. I am dying.
Yeah, but
so I actually have to. I'm gonna try something out real quick. I want to try a reverse marketing ploy.
I like this. Let me hear it.
People
Steven.
love to make people suffer.
Of course.
I don't even want those last 2 backers. You want to know why? Because if those 2 backers don't come, we still make this good chunk of change, and I don't have to draw 70 fucking drawings. So. You keep it at 68, people. You keep it right at 68.
Okay. If you're just joining us, we have a Kickstarter campaign going. I'm gonna do Anthony's advocate here, because I benefit no matter what happens here, right? Either my best friend is happy and doesn't have to draw 70 drawings, or I'm
get to
happy,
laugh
and,
at his
we get to laugh at
expense.
his expense when he draws 70 draws. So we have a Kickstarter campaign going. We are trying to hit our next stretch goal, which means we're doing it based on the number of backers, not even the amount of money. You don't. If you give $1 to our campaign just like because, and it increases our backer count, it's going to make Steven have to draw 70 hand-drawn sketches for the physical backers.
Now, just to clarify, ladies and gentlemen, it has to be a physical reward. We're not sending sketch cards to people that just buy digital.
No, that would kill
It
us.
has to be a physical backer.
That would kill us. But all physical,
I mean,
anyone
you
who
could
gets
just be
physical stuff.
could be a digital backer and therefore help the physical backers by just backing digitally. You know, so, I mean,
if we
that
get,
is possible.
if
You
we-
could,
yeah,
you
yeah.
could really be that guy.
You could. Also, if we get to 73 backers, Steven will draw digital sketches for all the digital
All the digital rewards. And no, you can't just send copies. They have to be separate individual
one of one
NFTs
NFTs
digital
drawing.
drawings.
Oh man, but I'm proud of where we are, and I really hope we get there. It looks like Fowler said I've been posting everywhere I can, trying to push for 100 backers. Really surprised I got so many views on my posts on Reddit, but not a single new backer. Isn't that crazy, dude? We did get a new backer today for like $100 or something. I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, I was really
generous
happy.
person.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was really happy about that. It was amazing, and it's really cool, and you know, we're thankful for everyone. And I wonder, dude. Oh, good.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I wonder, like, I do wonder if like some of our friends and family are like, they feel like that ping of insecurity where that makes them think like, oh, if they see my name next to a small dollar sign, they're gonna think less of me or something. I'd rather them not see that.
No
Never.
way.
Like if you,
I need everyone to know right now that if you just shared it
Yes.
and like if you just shared the link, I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's that simple. Like even family. Like if you just shared the link, I'm
So-
happy with you. Like you put it in front of people. That would cost me physical money to advertise that. You
It's
know what I'm
tr-
saying?
it's
Like
true,
that's
Yep.
But every week we get together, we don't just talk about, we actually rarely talk about our comic books. What we usually talk about are the issues and obstacles and nonsense and distractions that I face, and I make everyone suffer through them. And every week. But we like to talk about the things that we go through every week. So like, Steven, I know you've been really busy. Did you have any like random thoughts, like intrusive nonsense or like distractions that like really got to you this week?
Tina and I were kind of gabbing. We were gabbing about like where superstitions and stuff came from earlier today. And I actually ended up learning a bunch of where a lot of them specifically come from. But
anything cool
Christina's
you
like,
want to
I wonder
like?
if, like, so Roman, like the whole breaking of a mirror thing is because Romans believed that the mirror was actually a reflection of one's soul, and breaking it would anger the gods. So like that's where the bad luck of a broken mirror comes from, is like ancient Rome. Knocking on wood is a pagan thing because of like the fey spirits and stuff like that. Like you would knock on wood to make sure or shake any spirits out of the living.
Gotta get
wood.
those fairies
There's a few
out
cool
of
ones.
there.
Get them fairies out there so I can introduce fey bucks to them and ruin their realm with capitalism.
Dude, so Atlas at dinner, he was telling us, I was like, we were just talking, and he told us that he read in a fun facts book that it told him lycanthropy could be cured by saying a werewolf's real name 3 times. And I was like, that's not a thing.
I
I was
feel
like,
like-
I've never heard this. This is like good.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a book about fun facts.
Yeah. And
Like,
they talk about
these are facts, apparently.
well, they're
that-
facts, but they talk about werewolves,
And
which
lycanthropy is a
I
real
Yes.
disorder.
it is.
Which, by the way, here's the biggest problem, right? Because like you're saying, it prevents the werewolf. Because like if you were a werewolf,
Yeah.
most times it's an affliction. It's not a blessing. So like you'd be like, hey, yo, my name is
yeah.
Jared Brown. Please say it 3 times, and we will all be free.
I love the idea that like 80s, 90s rap started because people wanted to not be werewolves. So like, my name is John, and I'm here to say I don't want to be a freaking werewolf today. You know?
Say John, what? Say John, what?
And then he's just like, I guess I like big butts or something. I don't know. I'm not Harry. What's up? I'm not gonna be scary. My name's not Larry. Thank you. So anyway,
Somebody sees little John come out, and they legally change their child's name to what? Okay. And like little John just like frees their child of the affliction.
oh my god, dude, yeah.
Jared Brown.
I love the idea that's like one of these names accidentally has the Beetlejuice affliction, where they just like
Oh
we
my
say their name,
God.
they just like, what? What do you want? I'm like, ah. Sorry, Jared Brown.
So you like stuff?
I like stuff. What about you? What do you got going on this week? Anything?
What do I got going on?
Yeah, what do you got going on? Tell me.
I just hit 40,000 words in my manuscript, which I am very proud of.
Heck yeah.
And
That's amazing. Tina tried to call her this week, and she's like, "Hi, Tina. I can't talk because I'm working on my manuscript."
Yes,
She's so funny. She won't ignore it. She's just like,
I can't ignore my best friend. I love Tina. I'm not gonna like just leave her hanging. Like she might think I died or something because I literally answer every single time she calls. If I don't answer, then what does that make me?
I'll be over here not being your best friend, I guess.
Oh my god!
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I know. Yeah, that's amazing though. So if you haven't read Carly's book, I Know What I Saw, it's available on Amazon and everywhere that books are found. Go look for it.
Just Amazon.
Oh,
now.
just Amazon now?
Amazon.
Okay, so go on Amazon, either get a Kindle version, get a physical version. The new cover is pretty awesome. But yeah, her author name is KT Carlisle, and the book is called I Know What I Saw. I'll post a link below after the show and stuff so everyone can find it. But like that book's amazing, and the book you're working on now is a sequel to that.
It sure is.
Okay, so that book, for those of you who haven't read it, is it's a young adult kind of like supernatural thriller murder mystery situation, and it's really cute, but it's fun. It's like a fun exploration of these characters. You did a really good job like diving into their various personalities. This book though, I think is better. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I think this book's better. I think no.
Dominating sequel.
I think it is. I think it's better. I think it's better in like a Evil Dead.
There's nothing better than a sequel being better than.
No, it is. It is.
Empire Strikes Back, kicking New Hope's ass.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
it is, and it's better in like an Evil Dead 2 sort of way, where it's like it almost feels like a reboot, but it's not. Like it's kissing the previous. Like it's paying respects to where it came from, but it's elevating it in like this really cool way that like was only kind of hinted at in the first one, and I liked it a lot.
Well,
anyway.
I think my goal with this one was anybody could pick it up without having read the first one, because I didn't want that, like, they're in the same world, same more or less cast of characters, but I wanted it to be accessible to anyone, so you didn't feel obligated to read a full 300 pages of something before you dive into this one. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it a lot. I'm glad you're
Thank
getting
you.
through this one. You're like doing.
I'm really excited
the
about
T2
it.
It's the T2 of comics. Well, she's not writing a comic, but yes, it's the T2 of novels. Trevor's too, obviously. Don't you dare, Levi. As far as me this week, guys, I realized. Okay. So like, I try to be a good person. I don't know if you've noticed, like we have like 294 episodes of me being like, am I good? Am I going to, like, what's going to happen to me? Who am I? What? And like,
just wacky inflatable arm flailing anxiety, man.
Yeah. So I try really hard, right? Like I recognize things in myself where I'm like, oh, when I do this, like, or when this happens, I don't respond very well. Like I have to get better at that, right? So like I've gotten to a point where I'm really good in traffic, right? Like I've gotten to a point where I see things and I'm like, ha, and I just kind of like laugh them off. But it's more that, Stephen. I realized I've changed my perspective, okay, over time. And I'm gonna give this all to you, right? Everyone else in the world is a toddler, okay? That's what's happening. They shouldn't be driving, but they are, and there's nothing we can do.
They should not be doing this.
They should not be doing this, right?
I encounter so many toddlers.
They're all toddlers, okay? Everyone's a toddler, and yes, you want to go like talk to their parents, but you can't. You don't know their parents. What are you gonna do? You're gonna you can honk at them and maybe wake them up so they pay attention and stop like toddling. Yeah, you can shake those babies. That's what my wife is
in
saying.
Here, by the way.
Oh yeah, hi Dad.
Hey.
Papa Kaz!
Papa Kaz in the house!
But guys, I realized recently, right? They might be toddlers, but what's more important is they make me feel like a superhero, right? Because think about it this way, okay? Think about it this way. Everyone else around me is staring at their phone, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the light, so I feel like the Flash. Like I
was literally just gonna say it's like you're the Flash and you're like going around like fixing people's ties that they didn't even know were askew. And...
I feel like the Flash. Like I feel like I am aware of space and time, and they are all like playing this weird little like dopamine slot machine, and I'm like, you're supposed to be driving, toddler, get behind the wheel.
Yep.
You know, and
dude, this just happened. So when we were dropping the girls off at the gym tonight, we were on Pine Island Road, which is a 55-mile-per-hour road, and this person is literally hugging and driving into the bike lane for like 20 feet at a time, dude. Like, it was going 40 miles per hour.
Stop.
No, of course. Yep. My favorite,
Welcome
like
to Florida.
Oh, dude, I for one welcome the new Robo Apocalypse when it comes to people. Okay, so here's Steven, I know people have been talking about it for decades. You know, like since the 70s, people are like, when are we gonna merge with robots? And it's like probably not soon because we can't even get like printers right. Nope. You know, like we can't even this thing's still jamming. You know, like I'm not gonna put my consciousness. I'm not gonna put my consciousness into a robot body if the printer can't read my if it can't print only black ink. And
walk, knee is jammed.
Yes, I don't think so.
Pretty much.
Right, I'm trying to like save the world as in my robot body. I'm gonna go into space. But no, I'm not doing that. But I do look forward to the fact that they think they're gonna do it, and then all of these people who stare at their phones instead of the road are going to like convert to robot brains, right? So they're gonna go from toddlers to just like Siri. You know, and I'm going to be like, okay, it's a bunch of Siris on the road. I can just ignore them, and they don't matter. You know, now I'm like, oh no, can't kill a toddler. You know, but if they're all robots, like, all bets are off.
Anthony's mode is going to change.
It's going to change.
Assassin's Creed.
Okay. But like, it's been a good month for us. It's been stressful. I will say I've been sharing the heck out of our Kickstarter.
You have been,
dude,
and I've been trying to. Doing my best.
You've done amazing. You've like,
and me with my tiny following, I've been doing my best to to bounce it around. I've had our friends have come through big time. So
yeah, they have.
Dude, okay, like I'll say to both of you and everyone watching, this Kickstarter has been a testament to the fact that anything is everything. Like, literally anything is everything. Everything you do matters because, like, everything you've done, I've seen effects. Like, I've seen the ripples.
Yeah.
And I understand, like, when you do things, you're like, oh, I thought that was going to bring at least, like, 3 people, you know, blah, blah, blah. But if it brings 1, that's more than enough.
Think about it, dude. We were, like, doing the crawl at 40, and we're almost at 70.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, we thought we were going to be able to get many more at 40, and look. We're almost at 70. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly the case. So
every little bit counts.
And speaking of that, there is still time. Our campaign is still live. We're doing this show. We started the campaign on a live, like literally hit the button to go, and we're doing this show now knowing that we have less than 24 hours to go. This is like if we were doing worse, it would be the death rattle, but instead we're crossing that finish line
confident
to get confident.
As hell.
And we're thankful as heck. So if you're out there and you're like, oh, I don't even know what you're talking about, I did post a link in the description if you want to go do that. We know for a fact the book's going to be successful unless barring like some like anti-miracle. I don't even know what that like just curse. Okay, well, it's like no, that's more than that. It's a literal
Anthony was
curse.
looking for the word curse.
Yeah.
If I've been
remember curses, dude.
Remember curses? You know how people. I used to feel cursed. I'm not gonna lie. Like I felt cursed for a long time. I was like,
I feel that.
I mean, I did all kinds of rain dances. I learned black magic. I learned chaos magic. I've done all kinds of stuff. I got this one through chaos. It's crazy. Yeah, but it works.
Chaos magic.
Can't argue with results. Anyway, no, but it's been a stressful freaking month, but we did it, and I'm thankful for us. Like, what do you think, Steven? Like, what do you think we should?
I'm Mr. Silver Lining, so the moment we were funded, I was happy. I was joyous. I'm like, our work will be seen. You know, we're going to be able to get funded, print this book, and then move on to the final chapter. But to see it continue to blossom and grow has just been amazing. To cross a threshold that played again and Deathless 2 could not is awesome. Deathless 4, crossing that barrier has been great. I feel like I do need to add, I feel like it's testament not only to the sharing, but your ability to truly figure out what to put on the Kickstarter and how to put the book into people's hands. I really do feel like your tiers and like what you created and like the price ranges and stuff like that, like really helped us get over that line. It's very obvious because Play It Again had like what? Yeah. But I mean, he did it so well. Like,
Yeah.
and it's been a learning process.
Yeah.
We're just
Oh my
two
God.
guys trying to like.
First of
make
all,
stuff,
Steven, thank you,
know?
and I love you. Second of all, like I was at work, and my boss was like, here, get over here, let me show you something, because he spends so much money on Kickstarters, flipping comics and doing various things to like make profit, right? And we know that our books at this moment aren't going to be very profitable for people who buy them monetarily. Like, I think we make books that are special and unique. We work really hard on them. We pour our freaking selves into them, and we try really hard to make something worth reading, right? But he buys books. He's used, and I understand, he's used to buying books that, like, are going to be silly and novel and, like, touch that, like, virality, that we just haven't been
able to. It's gonna have boobs.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for the word boobs. I said virality. It's my fault. I
think you meant virility.
Virility.
Yeah.
I love you. So, home from with pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Get
Tanya,
out of here,
no.
pneumonia.
Tanya, Tanya, I love you. Thank you so much for joining
Thanks
us.
for
We really
showing up.
appreciate you.
That
I hope you feel
sucks.
better. That does suck.
Ugh.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry that you're sick. But Steven, I will say. So I talked to my boss, and he was like, so look at this page, and he opened up like a super successful Kickstarter, and our page almost mirrored theirs, right? And I will say he did point out one thing that I didn't do, and I was like, I should have done this. And it was like on our main descriptive page where I put all the pictures, I should have put prices for everything, and I didn't even think of it, so people can see like, oh, this package is affordable. It's right over here, so, but like, oh well, we learned this time,
I think that
just means Deathless 5 is gonna kick butt. So.
Heck yeah, dude. I know
Sorry,
exactly what
That's
you're doing.
that's literally what I was gonna say anyway. I was like, Deathless 5, I think you're gonna have like the most success with, because
I
you
hope
have
so.
a full series.
I agree. I think so too. Oh man. Yeah, I'm excited, guys. Actually, you know what? Like, let me ask the chat. First answer wins. Do you want to do a questions from the colony first, or do you want to talk about a weird vampire thing first? You tell me, because my brain isn't answering things. Choose wisely. We'll do whatever you say. We're gonna wait for you instead of just choosing. Instead of choosing, whatever you say is that's what's gonna happen. I love the fact that the whole chat is just like, don't say
a delay
anything.
to this, I think.
There is.
So that's what.
Vampire.
Vampire.
Okay, Steven, so here's the thing. I've been working on a script in my side time, right? So we do creativity hour, right? And I spend the time coloring, and then when I get to I know, Steven, I know you get to that burnout point where you're like, I don't want to look at this anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you know that point where you're like, I can't. If I keep doing...
Were you like this?
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what it is, dude. So when I get to that point, I'm like, no, I'm going to focus on another project. I'm not going to fade out. I'm not going to dopamine slot machine. I'm going to focus on this idea. So I've been working on, do you remember my How to Dispatch a Vampire idea?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so quick recap for those of you who might not remember this or might not have been here.
On Anthony's ideas.
You're so my wife. It's crazy. So the story revolves around a guy who is watching a house for someone for a series of days, and he gets bit by a vampire. And when he gets bit by a vampire, he gets inside, and the vampire can't get inside because obviously it doesn't live there. And he calls the cops, and the police don't believe him that he was bit by a vampire. And it's a small town. It's like a small dispatch where it's just one person working, kind of like, taking calls and saying like, I'm not going to send our only officers out for a vampire. So he keeps calling, and he's like, listen, I need help. It's a fine, I murdered someone. He's like, yeah, I know it's the same guy, vampire or whatever. Like, listen, Van Helsing. So he eventually, he like plays along, and he helps this guy, and he's like, listen, okay, fine. If it's a vampire, do this. And he starts like asking him questions about it. And the idea of the movie is he has to kill this vampire or else he's going to turn into a vampire, right? He's like slowly going to either turn into a vampire and kill the people he loves, or just, have to live like the life of a bloodthirsty.
So are we going like
monster.
Buffy vampire, right? Though, where it's like demonic possession.
Yeah, it's like a soulless
control of your
soulless husk. He's not looking forward to he's not going to be a sexy sexy sparkly vampire.
Edward Cullen ain't got nothing to do with this, okay?
That's
This
right.
is some scurry
He's not
shit,
gonna go
Robert.
say it out loud.
Spider-Man. Oh, yeah, Batman. So okay. But so the idea, so my question to all of you, and this is, and we already have the answer for this, because just much like Goku versus Superman, or Goku versus Homelander, or Homelander versus Superman, or whatever you want to do,
or Omni-Man gets thrown in the mix too.
Yeah, I understand. It comes down to whoever's writing. That's just literally the truth. There is no objective truth, regardless of whatever anyone says.
Unless you're One Punch Man.
The objective truth is that Omni-Man wins.
Okay. But I will. But I'm gonna pose this question. So we came up with an answer for this movie. I want to know what you think, Steven. Steven, can a vampire go into your porch?
Like your lanai.
Like your lanai out back. Screened in.
A floor. Okay, here's the deal.
Okay.
Yep.
Here's the deal. If it's a true Florida room, if a temporary wall has been placed, it is officially part of the dwelling. However, if it's like my patio where there's no screen, it's not enclosed, it is.
Okay, so
it's not enclosed.
It's not enclosed, so the screen matters.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what
the screen is a door.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
exactly.
Just because we can breathe through it.
I can lock it.
That's what we landed on essentially. Is it's lock. But Steven, isn't it interesting that it's different? I think it's different than a gate outside with your backyard. Like, I think your property line being...
Absolutely. I have the end all be all right here.
Go, yeah.
Lanais are on the
yeah.
The lanai is part of the main foundation of the house. Therefore, those are the confines of the house.
See, okay,
like your patio, your flooring on your patio is part of the foundation.
Yep.
Therefore,
so wait.
I'm so
Levi,
glad we had a contractor here to inform us of this vital information.
However, Levi says vampires can't cross thresholds. However, I think they can. I think they can go through your house gate, just not into the actual house in any sense.
Yeah.
Like, I think they can cross through. I think a vampire could jump a gated just like a wooden fence or any kind of fence.
If they can't cross thresholds, how are they flying around in their bat form?
That's true. Because does it not extend vertically upward? That's interesting.
Yeah.
If it's a threshold, would vampires see an infinite cylinder or an infinite box of some sort, right? But I think that's why I think it doesn't count. I think it's only the dwelling itself, not the gates. I think they can get through gates. They can't. I agree with both of you. They cannot get through the
similar to a city official owning the first 10 feet of your property line. Vampires own everything up to the doors, the thresholds. So gates, fences, those are all added after the fact. They are not a part
100%.
of your dwelling.
I love this, and that's. So in this movie, Steven, before we move on to the questions, I figured, because we were talking about this, I figured he's going to use the patio as like a shark cage. So the vampire is going to be out there, and it's essentially a shark cage.
Swimming in the...
Yeah, where like the vampire is like out there scaring the crap out of him. But he's...
Screen has never looked so tough.
Right? But then that way he can like throw the holy water and the rice and the whatever else.
Rice? They get married?
You'll see.
Okay.
So we'll get there. It was a thing from Stakeout that I'm trying to...
Oh, yeah.
So, everyone, we are here live. We have 10 viewers, at least 9 viewers watching, and thank you.
People?
Thank you for watching us. We really appreciate you. And every time we do this live, we like to do a little segment we call Questions from the Colony. Steven, would you hit us with the sweet, sweet Questions from the Colony song?
Gotta hear it.
The campfire's gone, some motherfucker put it out. But we're still here to hear you all scream and shout.
Oh!
So light that motherfucking torch and get them questions ready. Because I think you all know what I am setting up. setting up because it's questions from the colony with Stephen, Carly, and Anthony. We're gonna answer all your questions in the dark because the campfire motherfucker. Yeah. That's the song.
Questions from
every
the colony.
time.
You know, listen, Levi, I love you, but you don't have to make me feel like that. I'm like, oh, I feel good about 10 people, which is not a lot. Most people would, look, now we have 12. Yeah, and I hope 8 of them are you, Levi, but don't tell me, lie to me. Lie to me. Don't say 10 people or you're only 5 are me. I assume all 12 are you. Now I'm embarrassed for you for not being here for me more. No.
We have multicate.
Make it 20,
Make
Levi!
it 20, Levi. Keep making profiles. What do you think you're gonna shame us?
Shadow Clone Jitsu! And it's just a bunch of...
So everyone out there right now, ask us any question you could possibly want to ask us, and we will answer it one way or another. No limits at all. Doesn't matter at all. Any question. Also, Steven, I love you. I'm so glad we're doing this, and we did it. We did it, Steven.
Hells yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. We did. We succeeded no matter what happens today. What happened the first time Rick Moranis put on his glasses? Star was fucking born.
I was just...
Oh my god, my answer was immediate.
Star was fucking born. Dude, oh, that's so perfect. I was like, as soon as I read that, I started picturing, there's this scene, if you've ever, so, there's a movie called Chaplin with Robert Downey Jr. where he plays Charlie Chaplin. It's the story of his life. I love Charlie Chaplin. I watched this thing. And, so it shows this, like, magical fantasy.
That's a good joke, though.
It shows this, like, magical fantasy thing where it's like, this is how he got his costume, where like, oh, the cane and all this stuff. I was imagining Rick Moranis like going into the wardrobe like, how am I gonna look like a nerd for these people? Yeah.
Rick Moranis was like a gym rat. He's like,
yeah.
What do I do to make myself unique?
How do I need to be there. Wait, Wayne Zelinsky?
Says,
I can't be no Wayne Zelinsky. Not with that attitude. Wait. I believe I can shrink people with enough. Okay, let me.
How would you get rid of?
Tanya says, "Why ostriches?"
Hang on, let's go top bottom. No, let's go top bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got really excited. I'm like, I got this locked and loaded, Levi. I've thought about this a long time.
Okay. The why of ostriches is that Steven has a commute to work, and Steven, will you tell the people what you saw?
So it was just randomly early in our podcast. I was working up in Venice. We drove by a farm and there was ostriches there, and I couldn't believe how cool they looked. And it was at that point that the ostrich colony was born, where we decided we were going to breed and raise battle birds to start wars with other ostriches to get our own A&E show called Ostrich Wars. That was, and then they just kind of became part of us.
So the funniest thing about from my perspective, it was so early in the show. It was like episode 4 or something, right? And it was like we didn't know what the show was yet. I'm sitting here like, I don't know, what do I talk about? Oh, I guess I'll talk about weird facts and stuff that I learned and distractions I've had. So I'm like, oh, everyone, this is last time someone believed a werewolf killed their grandma. And Steven's like, hey, but in real life, I saw ostriches. And I was like, that's way more interesting than everything that happens in my brain. Tell me about it. And he's like, and they're very valuable. And I was like, wait, what? So we were like, so we just started talking about it. And I was like, oh, actually, Steven like convinced me to I am so gullible when it comes to Steven. He could literally talk me into anything. Like, he's like
turns out I'm actually a good salesman when I'm passionate about something.
Yeah. Like, we can't sell a comic book to save our, like, our Kickstarter's live right now. Have we talked about it in 30 minutes? No. But have we talked about, but if Steven started trying to sell you ostrich eggs, you'd be like, listen, that is pretty good meat, and it is valuable. Anyway, but that's how that started. It was very interesting, very funny, and it kind of like kicked our show off in a fun way. And we just like stuck with it because why not? Ostriches, it was hilarious. What was it?
It birthed the show.
So what else do we get? How do we get rid of a dead body?
It was the Levi. Yeah. Carly was going to hit that Levi question.
Oh, yeah. How would you get rid of a dead body? I am so glad that you came to my TED Talk because this is going to be life-changing for you. Okay, so I have a dead body, right? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chop it up into smaller pieces. And
Chop.
you're not the dead body.
Oh.
You would never be the dead body. I'm gonna
You
chop
heard it here
it,
first.
but like somebody who's coming at me and like I have to murder them in self-defense. Okay, this is how I get rid of it.
Okay.
I chop it up into smaller pieces using something like a chainsaw. Hacksaw will do, but
What?
like,
A chainsaw.
what?
I'm sorry.
I said a motherfucking chainsaw.
Okay.
What? Chop it up in small pieces. I put that bitch in the bathtub if I have one. If I don't, then I'm going to have to chop those pieces up real small and put it in like a bucket, some kind of container. Then I'm going to take my lye, my bleach. I'm going to dissolve everything that I can until it's like a slurry. Then I'm going to package that up.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
This is how you hide a dead body and get away with
Absolutely
it.
not.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely
yeah,
not.
It
This is
Do you
Florida,
know
baby.
how many? Listen.
Hang on, time
no,
out.
No, you time
Alright,
out
go on, I'll
because
let
I
you
know
time me
exactly what you're gonna say about the Gators, and I'm
That's
getting
not what
there.
I was gonna say, but go on, go on. I wasn't gonna say Gators, but that's a good point as well.
It is a good point.
I love you. Go on.
I love you
have
so
it.
There's
You
a
have
lot
it.
of those.
You
There's a
have the
ton
mic.
of those.
You got
I
it.
have the mic. I'm gonna take my little buckets of slurry,
I'm
human
listening.
slurry,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to dump them.
Ha! Hey, God, Tanya, just to let you know, I am exactly where you are.
No, that works. That absolutely works. But
Go on.
I'm going to dump it into little areas all around the world. This isn't if I'm not in Florida. If I am in Florida, which I am, I have the very enormous benefit of living surrounded by gators. So I can just toss that shit in any fucking swamp I want, and they're gonna eat it all up. They're gonna nom, and nobody will ever know. Nobody will ever know.
Okay,
No one will ever know.
So, yeah. We also live in a place where there are just wild boar in the woods.
That's
who
true.
are
We
starving.
literally have our pigs are feral.
Yeah, there are feral pigs in the woods. You know how easy it is? Like you know, most bodies we've watched so many documentaries, right? And most bodies are found because people are like, okay, I killed them, I'll take you to the body. Suckers.
Yeah, right?
Suckers,
What do you
get out
mean?
of here. You think I'm ever gonna confess to the 3? I don't think so. Or tell the exact number. yeah.
I actually have you both, but I actually have everybody beat.
Yeah, what do you got? Steve?
Where I'm working right now currently, there's so many many houses being developed that
Oh
I
my
know
God.
the stages.
It's
And
perfect.
I would just dig. They frame the foundation before they pour it. The next day, I would just pull the plastic up, dig, bury, plastic back down,
Steven,
pour foundation.
Yeah.
you're so lucky.
I think
Kafa.
you know I was
I
gonna say
was just gonna say that.
the best answer to this is always make a friend. You know, like make a friend who has some pigs. Make a friend
or
who's
make
building,
a friend who's building a house.
or make a friend who's many alligators in one body.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. Okay, wait. What was the next question? I lost track. Hang on. Carly, Anthony and Carly, who's the guy in the soup? Ah, no, okay. I mean, why live in Florida and not use the gators? Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. What? Oh,
I got one for you.
Oh, good.
If you could be any type of animal besides human, what would it be and why? I'm not asking this question for any particular reason.
Okay. This better not awaken anything in me.
Oh, fried green tomatoes would be so good.
Wait, you
If
just
I could be any animal.
Did you just say fried green tomatoes would be so? Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you.
Tanya just mentioned fried green tomatoes. I haven't had them in a minute, but they're so good. I haven't had a fried. Have you ever had fried green tomatoes?
First of all, I
I know she's
haven't.
probably talking the movie.
Hang on. First of all, I
She's
haven't.
talking the movie, right?
But I will say, Steven, you went from like, if you could be any type of animal, what would you be? And you're like, fried green tomatoes would be pretty good. And I'm like, would they? I was like, first of all, I'm
No,
not an
I
animal,
just-
Steven. Second of all, I don't want to shame
Listen,
you, but I don't think it's a
Is a
great
tomato
answer.
a fruit? Is it a vegetable? Is it a animal? We don't know anymore, people. There's so much debate around tomatoes.
You know, my favorite thing about it.
Fried green tomatoes, the famous animal.
my favorite thing about our show is it often like it just becomes that deep thoughts with Jack Handy from SNL. Where it's like deep thoughts with Jack Handy. Mankind is a mystery. What does it mean? It really comes from 2 words, mank and eind. What do they mean? Nobody knows. It's a mystery, and so is mankind. So, like that's
my
what
God.
that's what we do here, and also try to sell our Kickstarter, which is still live for another 19 hours or something. I have not been keeping track. Check out the link below. Marketing. Anyway, if you have any
Animal?
animal though, let's go
elephant.
animal.
I would be
I
an
was gonna
elephant.
say that.
'Cause
Now I have to change my
That's
answer.
my favorite animal.
Me too.
I'm gonna say
Really?
It's
That-
an
dude,
elephant,
Anthony's dating me. It's
octopus,
crazy.
It is.
wolves, and owls are tied.
I was gonna say no. I would be an octopus. There's no chance I'd be an elephant, only because they mourn their dead. I want to be a robot. I'm sick of this emotion situation.
Okay, well then
I also seek revenge without punishment.
That's fair.
Hyper sentient and emotional beings. They're very, very
yeah. Who wants that? Like so can I. Like I've already done this.
No, I'm saying an octopus. So that's a poor choice.
That's not true.
Well.
They don't mourn their dead. They eat them. They're fine. I'm just kidding. They don't. Actually, I choose lobster. I want to pee out of my eyes and eat my friends.
Dude, fun fact about did you see the fossil or they found a fossil of a beak? Listen,
go on.
Of an octopus that they think could have been anywhere from 21 to 64 feet long. That more than likely fed on plesiosaur and like things like that. And that
awesome.
they think it was hyper intelligent too, because it wasn't a squid, it was an octopus. That's crazy.
That's interesting.
That's wild.
Prehistoric octopus.
Wow, that's cool.
So Rat King said, "How much money you want if I successfully donate?" Rat King, the answer is whatever you want to give. Like that's just
whatever
how it is.
You
like
are
comfortable
with
giving.
With, knowing that you're gonna get some dope ass comics out of it.
Okay. This is what I'm actually gonna say. Just choose the thing that you actually want. Like I'm hoping everyone does the ketchup tier if they don't have our previous comics. You know, like but we also have like shirts and we have like a cameo tier, which means you can be in our comic book. But you would have to show us what you look like, or send us a picture of a rat, which would be really funny because then we'd be like, "Hey, there's a rat in our comic." And you know,
honestly, if you don't have the other issues, the ketchup is probably the best.
Yeah. But
dude, if I get to draw Rat King, I should draw Rat King in place if that happens.
That would be really funny. So Rat King said they can match the $100. That would be really awesome, Rat King. Listen, there are no obligations. We're not like we've already crossed the finish line. We're only trying to get more backers.
I'm gonna be so for real with you
guys
just want the when I say hands. Exactly. I was just gonna say that it's literally not about the money at this point. It's just we want people to read the book.
Yeah, like okay, listen. Like we're not crazy. I mean, we're a little crazy. I just said something. I said some crazy stuff here. You heard it. But. Well, it's not that we don't want to profit from this ridiculously. If you have $1 million, if you're like, oh, I'm a secret billionaire, please give us $1 million. Like, I'm not crazy. Like, I want my wife to retire. I want my best friend to retire. I mean, like, I would love to retire. I also kind of like my job right now. It's fun and silly and weird and gives me a bunch of weird stories for my real life. Ooh. However. Yeah, whatever, like, the answer is always going to be, like, whatever you actually want. If you're like, oh, that shirt looks cool, and I know, like, it's going to be so exclusive, no one else is going to have it except for the people in this Kickstarter, then do that. That's awesome. That would, like, that's the kind of stuff I do is I always get the cameo tier because I'm like, I want to see myself as an elf. That's silly, and also I get to support these people. Like, that's always how it ends up, right?
Yeah.
The t-shirt is the barreled go round though, so
yes, that is pretty awesome.
Epic. Is that going to be a sticker too, you think? Should we print some barrel go round stickers?
That would be cool. I think we probably should.
I want one.
I can give you just the carousel. Yeah, I can give you just the carousel, not the background. By the way, I only did that background behind the carousel.
Yeah.
So that way the t-shirt cropping is super easy. Because like otherwise she would have had to cut around every little character.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That was like a gradient splash.
All right, let me see if did we have any other questions? I don't think so.
Favorite aquarium you've been to?
Ooh, okay. There was one in Tampa that was really good.
Dude,
there's one in Naples.
I haven't been to many, but I hear the Atlanta. Dude, we need to take a co-family trip to Atlanta.
First of all, yes.
See Daniel. But the Atlanta Aquarium has whale sharks, dude.
Wait,
I didn't know that.
What?
How?
They have whale sharks.
How do you?
A huge, I guess the Atlanta Aquarium is like a world-renowned like aquarium.
That's
it's a really
then let's go.
Aquarium.
I mean, that's an absolute must for a trip.
And we have so many friends in that area.
I don't know. Wait, I'm sorry. Is my brain not working properly? Is whale shark not like one of the biggest animals? Is that not like?
It's one of the biggest fish.
Yeah.
So obviously, most whales are bigger than the whale shark, but a whale shark is technically a fish because a shark is a fish.
Right.
It is the largest fish.
Wow.
In the world.
How do they maintain it's literally a tank only.
I can't even imagine how big this aquarium is.
Yeah, that's what's happening in my brain.
It's
right
baby
now.
whale sharks.
I can't do it.
Because
baby. That's what baby sharks.
I was gonna answer because there was an aquarium that I grew up in various towns along the Jersey Shore, so like aquariums were a very big part of my life growing up, and one particular aquarium was the Jenkinson's Aquarium in Point Pleasant Beach, and they had a whole like shark exhibit and everything, and that was awesome. But what I really remember was they had a blind seal there. Her name was Sally, and she was really cool. They would do like different like tricks and stuff with her and everything. They put on a little show, and I just like, I don't know what about Kid Carly was like so drawn to blind Sally, but I was like, I need to be in this seal's presence more often, and like I feel like
it sounds like you need to write a folk song called Blind Sally.
I feel like we're in love.
Whoa, Blind Sally. You're a seal. Whoa, Blind Sally. You're
no,
a
for
seal.
real though, I was obsessed with Blind Seal Sally.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Listen, real quick. I just want to interject. Everyone that is in the chat, you need to go, after you're done watching the live, you need to go on YouTube and type Miles, Y-U-N-O, Miles, like Miles Tails Power, and then you type the song, you type Sea Lion. And so if you don't know who Miles is a hip-hop artist who makes bangers with just a quick, short, funny song. And they're basically just one punchline songs, but they're great. He's made like 30,000 songs or something like that. This dude like makes a ton of songs, but the Sea Lion one is good.
Okay, I did see another. Where was it? Oh, I think Tanya asked, "Oh, do you have an actual barreled stuffy?" Okay,
I want one so bad.
We did make like we attempted to make a couple of them, and we gave them away. We would like to make another one. I really like. We have some ideas for the fifth issue of this book. We want to do like a 3D rendering, like a print of barreled. And we want to do like basically a statue of barreled with, and we also want to do dice, and we also want to do there are like a bunch of things. A plushie is definitely among them.
Barreled dice tower.
A barreled dice tower would be amazing. The problem is like I want people to read this book and really enjoy it. I think once issue 4 hits and people actually read it, they're going to be like, oh, this book is good, and I can't wait to read how it ends. Like, oh my god, like what's happening? I hope. But we'll see. Like
Levi, we all want barreled stuffies.
Oh man,
Papa Sean Holden has one, and Chris, I believe my uncle Chris has one.
I hope
think
so.
Those were the two. And in fact, I think, yeah. Well, actually, he gave it to my cousin.
Oh, cool.
She's awesome.
Tanya said that her cousin makes stuffies. Give me the deets and I'll gift it.
Oh my, Tanya, I got you. I actually have like.
Tanya,
yeah, I got you.
You are a literal lifesaver. Do you know how much I want this in my life?
And then
I actually have that little easy render of the the stuffy the stuffy barrel, like before he's a big monster. I have that. So.
That would be incredible. So the Emperor's New Podcast says, "What's your favorite scary movie, Steven? What's your favorite scary movie?" Actually,
what movie? Because I don't watch a lot of horror or scary movies. Trying to think of one that I guess Lost Boys kind of counts, but it's not really a scary movie per se. What's a favorite scary movie? You got one. Let me think of one while you
do you have one?
Oh, I have one. So this is a movie that we just recently watched.
I know what you're going to say, but
it's my favorite because it's the first movie in a long time that's actually genuinely scared me to the point where like I didn't want to look at the screen. Undertone.
Yeah.
It was so unsettling.
Yeah, dude, I will say, like, we watched Undertone, and I was like, man, they did such a good job with the sound design of this thing. So the idea is, like, it's almost exclusively in this one house, and it might be exclusively in this one house. It is, right?
It's just all
all in the house.
Yeah.
And it's this woman who has a podcast, and she's talking to her friend, and they receive this, a tape. Or it's like they receive a file where it's like, oh, here's a series of emails that include various tapes that are voicemails, kind of. And they have like EVP sort of things in them, but also just generally scary stuff.
Yeah.
And it starts affecting her real life. And it's very creepy. And they do it so well. Like, they make you feel like, oh, wait, I heard that. What was that? Like, you start believing it's real while you're watching a movie.
Yeah,
you know?
It's really, really disturbing. I'll say another good one that we watched recently. What's it called? Good Boy?
Oh, yeah, that one was fun.
That was fun. That was another one where I was like, I was afraid
creative.
to look at the screen sometimes because, like, a dog was involved. That was like my main concern.
Yeah, we watched a movie called Good Boy. It's through the perspective of a dog, and you see, and there are supernatural elements, and there's a lot going on, and it gets dark, and it's good. Levi said, "Pontypool will worry me forever." Pontypool is a unique, crazy movie that I'd like to watch again.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, you should watch. We should watch that movie because, like, it's a weird movie that's like. It's worth watching. It's very interesting.
I like the weird ones.
Yeah.
Undertone. Yes, Rat King.
Okay, I'm trying to think though. Scary movie. What do you say? What's your favorite scary movie? The Scream thing. Favorite actually scary movie. What's scary? What's actually scary?
I do like the original Scream a lot.
Scream's a good one.
Scream's
I feel like,
but once again, I feel like it's not really quite true scary movie. It's more a thriller than a horror.
I feel like movie. If we're gonna for me, I always go to The Exorcist for several reasons.
What was that?
I don't know. That was
I
weird.
have no idea.
Did you hear that, Steven?
I did.
Okay, weird. Anyway, it was a ghost, probably.
It's weird that it happened right as I mentioned The Exorcist.
The Exorcist
no,
is
but
a
for
good answer.
For many reasons. One, it was the first movie I ever watched that genuinely scared the absolute shit out of me. And I had watched many scary movies up until that point. Two, it was my dad's favorite scary movie, and we used to watch it, like, religiously every Halloween. In fact, he came to the hospital to watch it specially with me on Halloween, because at that point I had been hospitalized for one reason or another on the many hospitalizations in Carly's life that have occurred, which are too many.
Hospitalizations of Carly.
Thank you so much. I really needed that theme song. Preferably like 20 years ago, but I'm glad it happened now. But yeah, my dad loved The Exorcist. That was a good one. I'm curious to hear your answer.
I'm thinking...
Because you're a huge horror guy.
He's the best one to give an answer.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's a struggle. So here's the thing, guys. I'm an adult person, right? Like, I love horror movies so much. I really do. I love all of them. Like, I love The Thing for the various things that it does. I mean, especially the practical effects and, like, the like, existential dread of the, you know, who am I? Who's human? What makes a human? How do I tell? You know, like, I love that stuff. However, like, when it comes to actually being scary, right? I struggle because I remember. So I'll tell you, like, my experience with fear has been, like, The Thing is a horror movie. Yeah, it is a horror movie. So I love The Thing. It's never scared me once though. It has like good jump scares. The first Evil Dead movies scared me when I was a kid. It did. It was like
the first Evil Dead.
That's fair.
You know what? I'm going to say that because you pointed out this one specific scene for me.
Go ahead.
The door.
Yeah.
And that it really was like that is like one of the best jump scares ever done.
Yeah,
Hands
it
down.
is. It is some. So like the first Evil Dead movie, like is and I understand like some of the practical effects don't hold up. And like some of it is obviously silly. Like I get it. It's a low budget movie. People like to make fun of it or say like, oh, it's funny. That's why it became a comedy. But it's so effective, despite like its little flaws and stuff. It has both the jump scares and general like crazy creep factor. Like it gets in you in the way that I
think that's why The Exorcist always does it for me, because it has that like because I'm not super religious. I am very spiritual, and like the concept of a child being possessed by a demon really unsettles me.
Yeah.
And seeing all of that and like, oh my god, when she like is stabbing herself with the cross and like, you know, saying all the like that stuff, it like I'm getting goosebumps now just like thinking about that, and that's just dialogue. Like I can't.
So So okay, we have two. So Stacy Smith says hello. Hi, Stacy. Yo, Stacy.
Yo, Stacy.
No, welcome to the
And
show.
she's gone.
Yeah, and she's gone. Sorry, I was quoting Goofy Movie. Don't hate me. Man. No. So anyway, but then the Emperor's New Podcast said you don't have to be scared by the movie. I'm just talking about like, a general horror movie, which I get it. The movie doesn't scare me, but the scene with Ben Gardner and Jaws is always jump scare. Okay, you want to know my scariest moment in Jaws is that moment where you see it's the old man in the water who sees the kids and he's like, "Oh, hey boys," and you see the side of the shark as it goes down. It's so unsettling. Like, it's still to this day super unsettling and crazy. Oh, Stacy is Tanya's cousin. Hey, Stacy. Tanya invited you because we really need a crazy unicorn, teddy bear, demon, stuffed animal. No big deal. No big deal.
It's no pressure, but my life will end if I don't get it.
If you don't do it, my wife will die.
I'm going to die.
Kind of.
Stacy,
There's a lot of colors. This is the problem with Gerald. Gerald is very colorful.
I will tell you, I'll tell all of you watching right now, the reason this book isn't done right now, like completely finished being colored,
is because we don't have a plushie.
It's because we don't have a plushie. I blame Stacy specifically. No, it's literally because this bear has every color of the rainbow.
No, it's so true.
And it's so exhausting to be like, all right, here's a red. Here's a freaking all right. And it's just like,
I think the real problem is like remembering which one goes where. So like it's like trying to because I flipped it. Like the hands mirror and the feet mirror, but they don't mirror each other. So like the toes on the feet are different than the fingernails on the claws.
I know.
And then he's got two shades of pink. He's got one eye that's one color, another eye that's a different color. He's got a lot going on.
Yeah. Stacy said, I need to see a picture of this character. If you click on the link in the description, you'll see our Kickstarter. You'll see like a big monster,
but not that one.
Teddy bear. It's not that version of it. We need like a cute, like Care Berry version.
I have it on my iPad.
Yeah. We do have like cute versions of it, but like that'll give you like the idea of like, oh, it's a pink bear with it's a couple shades of pink with all of the rainbow colors.
It's
I'm
like
sorry,
a Care Bear.
but not
all the Care Bears.
No, it's like a Care Bear
one Care Bear.
without being a Care Bear at all. It's not even inspired by a Care Bear.
That's not. Forget I said anything.
I
never
say
said
anything about a Care Bear. Jade Carp says, yo, my Skibbity Phantom Tax fam.
What?
Yeah, that's what that said. Hey Jade, how's life? If you have a question, okay, we're about to end. Okay, yeah, ask questions. We're going to end our question segment very soon, so please ask any questions you have for us as writers, artists, creators, or just humans.
I did want to answer Levi's question.
Oh, go ahead.
Who asked, how many times have you died?
Me? Or just general?
Just in general.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Go ahead.
And I wanted to answer just the one time. I know I definitely did because I went to the other place briefly and experienced what that was all about. But it was scary. And the funny thing is, I told my mom that it was happening before it happened, and then her response was hilarious. She goes, because I said, I looked at her dead in the eyes. I was like 9 or 10 years old, and I looked at her and I was like, I'm going to die now, and I'm very, very serious. And she goes, the hell you are! And she runs out of the room and she calls 911. That's the last thing I remember aside from being in the white place, and it was very bizarre, and I don't really remember much about it other than feeling like, oh, I did the thing that I said I was going to do, and then I just was back in my body in the hospital, and my parents were there.
So like a true near-death experience.
Oh yeah, no, this really happened because I was so severely dehydrated that I couldn't hold anything down for many, many days. And I just kept puking and puking and puking, and that's I was in the bathroom over the toilet when I turned to my mom and said that. and I was like, I'm gonna die. Like, this is happening now. And she, I'll never forget that. The hell you are! She ran out of the room. and that was.
I've had like close calls. Mm-hmm. Close calls with like actual death. Like my closest call with like where like if something would have changed just ever, besides the bucket, ever so slightly, I would have died. Was I used to work at a pizzeria called Big League. And in 07, like going into 08, we were moving to a new location, and we had one of those big standing dough machines that doubled as like a cheese grater. So like the bottom had the big cauldron that you mix dough in, and the top had this big running thing that you could run cheese through. The thing was probably 600-700 pounds. So there was like 4 or 5 of us like moving it outside of the building. And when we got out the door, my head was between the door jamb and the machine, and someone slipped. And I felt the machine start to push my head into the door, and like my skull wasn't giving, and I was like, "Oh my god, I might die!" Like it was like all within a second. I'm like, this like 600-pound thing almost crushed my head into a door.
Oh,
and then
Steven.
They got their footing though right before it was like, but I could literally feel like my skull, like it reached the point of it can't squish no more, so now it's gonna compress, and then thankfully stopped. But that's the closest I've ever been to like a real death.
So before the chat leaves and I can't catch up with it anymore, Jade says, quick question, why did you lowball yourself so hard on Kickstarter? You should have known that from the start this idea would smash every goal you have. So we hope to set our goal to a place where like we know we can do it, we can make it, and then hopefully we can achieve further than that, beyond that, to get certain stretch goals. So like this time, rather than making our stretch goals like monetary, we went with like backer-based stretch goals. So like if we get 70 backers, Steven will hand-drawn sketches for every single person who gets a physical reward.
Little sketch cards, yep.
Hells
sketch cards.
yeah.
I think
So
2.5 by 3.5.
Yeah.
Make that hand cramp, y'all.
Yeah. So if you're out there right now, like first of all, and also thank you for saying that. That means a lot to us. Like we're trying so hard, like we tried so hard. Like we really believe in this comic, and we've been making the show every week for 6 years now, Steven. Like, man, which is crazy. Amazing. We're on episode 294, if my count is correct, which it probably isn't. It's probably a couple more than that, honestly. But it's 294, which means like we only have 6 to get Kevin Smith before I go to the white place. Before I cry myself to death.
You're not going anywhere.
I don't believe in a white place. Get out of here. I love you. Yeah, she's gonna send me to not the pigs or the gators. Don't kill me.
Or the foundation.
Or the foundation. But no.
That's the real reason vampires can't cross it.
We'll give you my camera. Currently sewing. Oh, she's sewing stuff. Okay. Do we see anything else? I agree with Jade. Best way. Should make a movie Kickstarter. So I do want to make a movie Kickstarter. I am scared. I will tell you guys. Like, listen. This like our Kickstarters, as we do this, I hate to say, like, it kind of like conditions my like hopes. Where I'm like, if this idea, I think this idea is great, but only 70 people, only 69 people, or whatever it is, like care about it. I'm like, am I going to find more than that?
67.
Or 67, whatever number it is. Do we have 67? Or I don't know.
68.
No, I was just trying to do a 6-7 meme.
Oh, 6-7. But like, it's Jade said, if you make a movie, I'm telling you now, I pledge $100 for it. Okay, so Jade, I don't think you were here earlier. I want to make a movie. I've been trying to make a movie for a long time. It's actually how I got into writing books and writing comics and writing things, is because I was writing movies. I was writing screenplays for a while that I was like, oh, I can't produce this, and I don't know how to sell it because I live in Florida and I don't have connections at all. So what do? So I started just writing stories to be made into comics because I met Steven and he loves to draw. So we were like, we're a perfect team. And we've been doing this since freaking
We can
forever.
tell stories through the comic book medium.
Yeah,
like, it's just the more effective, cheaper way to get stories out.
It's
right?
true. And I think we've been getting better and better at it, thankfully. So Tanya said, what happened to the movie and the car idea? So the problem with that, Tanya,
Stakeout, so good.
So I love
That's how I found you people.
Yeah, so I love Stakeout. It's one of my favorite things I've written, but I also don't love the ending for other people, like for an audience. And I know I won't cater to an audience. I'm not really that person. That's how we ended up being, doing what we do, where I'm like, oh, here's this crazy supernatural superhero culty comedy comic, or like our semi-autobiographical time travel graphic novel musical, or whatever. That's how we end up here. It's like we write things that are we tell stories that are meaningful to us. And Stakeout's meaningful to me, but I was like, the ending isn't going to click with literally most audiences. It's going to be like seen in today's society as like too cheesy, too sentimental, and I know we need that to an extent, but I think we need it to like a reasonable extent to get people out of the quicksand that like their Artex is stuck in at the moment, and like trying to give people like, hey everyone, you like friendship, love, it like can be too much for people, and they're like, that's cheesy, get out of here, you're stupid.
See, and I disagree because I know like the ending of the screenplay that you've written, and I'm like, I think it's great. I don't see I don't see what you see wrong.
What you mean, Stakeout?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, it's cheesy. It's too much.
I don't think it's too cheesy.
Yeah. It's why is the ending of Stakeout bad? The reason the ending of Stakeout is bad. It's not. You could give ending options. I could. Tanya, we could. I feel like Here's
the problem with the ending options. Anthony doesn't want to feel like he owes an idea to somebody else. Like, he wants it to come from him.
100%. Like, don't ever tell me your ideas.
Yeah.
I freaking hate it.
He hates it. He hates it so much.
There's no way... Well, because I like writing. Like, and there's no way... Like, it's like doing a puzzle... And someone comes in and does the last...
I was going to use this exact metaphor.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, it's like building a jigsaw puzzle and then you put the last piece in.
Yes, it's like, I did all the work!
What I was thinking.
I did all the work!
Hang on, I love how Steven just did that to me verbally. But, no, it's not the same. It's just funny. It's funny. It's different, but it makes sense. But, like, we were on the same page. That's important. But, like...
No, you were thinking the exact thing I was thinking.
But it's true. It's kind of like someone, like doing a jigsaw puzzle and someone comes in and they're like, oh, what about this? And I'm like, I was going to find that piece. There were only 3 left. I put them all together. You saw the whole picture. I was looking at it for so long and I needed to just take a break and I would have found it. But now you said it. And now I just want to throw all the pieces in the garbage because who needs it?
This is why we work so well as a couple, because I am the complete opposite.
I'll
have all the puzzle pieces and I just hand them over to Anthony and I'm like, hey, what's missing here? Tell me what's missing because I can't figure it out. And then he does and I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm going to go do it now and write it.
What Anthony misses is how that happens around him already. That's not true, Levi. I'm going to say, like, you're wrong. Like, right away, I will say, like, I will argue with that till I die. Like, the point is I'm literally sitting here at a computer writing a thing and having someone whisper an ending to my ear that I was trying to come up with it ruins it for me. It literally does. Spoiling my own idea for me. And it's not to say that it's impossible to predict the thing. I understand how archetypes work. I'm saying I want to be the one to finish the circle, and by stealing that from me, you're a villain. So, like, no, it's not the same, and it's not already happening around me. And if it is, you're a villain. Like, I disagree. I disagree. Also, I love you. I like getting
you get really passionate about that, and I know it because I see it happen in real time. Where like if I say something that like crosses the line a little bit, where I'm like entering like, hey, what if you territory? I'm like, oh god, stuff the words back into my mouth because he's like, no, I immediately hate the idea on principle alone.
Yeah, well, the worst thing is for you to say the thing that I would have come to, but I needed a second. Just like you know, like the other day we're trying to think of you were like, who's that actor? John Allen. And I was like,
I can't think of the guy now.
And my whole brain is like, I can't think of John Goodman. I know John Goodman. I can name so many movies John Goodman's been in, right? Yeah. I'm sitting here going, and I can go through his filmography to the extent of my experience, you know, and be like, oh, I know John Goodman's been in this, he's been so good in this, he was so good in this, but I can't think of his name because you said John Allen, and it's not that you did anything wrong, but it sucks, and I'm just like fighting with it because you broke my brain now, and like top game in the writing process. If I were I would love to write something with Steven. Like if Steven were like, you know what, dude, I really want to do this mask thing, but could we write it together? I'd be like, yeah, of course we can, and we'll make it work. It'll be great. It'll be fun. But it's just about like the game you choose to play.
And then I miss for sure. Yeah, I mean, I get where you're coming from in that regard, because like in terms of like someone like ending your story for you.
Yeah.
That piece of art, you know?
Exactly.
And like when someone just like someone takes the life lesson from that art's growth, you know, I can, you know,
right, and it's
tragic.
Well,
it's tragic.
It is, and well, sometimes, and sometimes, and I understand, like it feels from the outside, it looks like, oh, I'm helping by telling them, hey, if you grab onto this branch, you'll get out of the quicksand. They know that, you know, like they're going to get to that at some point, but they need to experience that, you know, that. Travel themselves. Like they need to get out of that and grab that themselves and find that. You're looking at it from a different perspective, that, and you haven't been in that the whole time. So you're like, oh, I see this thing that you've been telling me about as pieces, and I can piece this together. I'm like, stop it. Writing's weird, guys, but I enjoy it and I love it, and like,
hells yeah.
But it's kind of like doing a murder mystery, and someone comes up and they're like, oh, well, since you said all these things and you said it out loud, I bet it's Miss Scarlet. And you're like,
Exact reason why the cops always hate when the FBI gets involved, because they're like, well, they're gonna steal our thunder. They got way more resources than
they're gonna come in here with all they see all the evidence we put together, and they're just gonna like say what happens. I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, in that case, their lives on the line. In this case, there's fiction.
I'm gonna say like the worst example of it too is like, or like watching it in real time, like, and people just do this in general. Like, I think about watching Stranger Things finale, like how they broke it up into episodes. People were able to basically try to figure out what was gonna happen, and then to watch those same people say this is what's gonna happen excitedly, write the story, write the ending, and then get mad at the writers of Stranger Things for not writing what they thought of.
100%
is crazy. And that does happen. And I think that's the biggest problem. Like, I know that happens. It happens in manga a lot too. Like, or manga. Sorry,
but it happens
like
so
where they
often.
they want something to happen a certain way. And then there's like rage and anger for the story not going the right way.
Yeah,
you know
the right way. Well, the predicted way that you know everyone's assuming it's gonna go. It sucks, dude. And that's just like. It's one of the, like, the thorns of the internet, you know? Like, what do you do? Like, how do we're trying to connect with people. We're trying to share ourselves and share our the things we create. And, you know, share our knowledge. And, like, whatever we learn and, like, learn from other people, we're trying to share those things and connect with people and make a community. But, like, it's a struggle when people are like, hey, maybe you should this. And you're like, oh, God, okay. This is... I get enough of this from the real world. People want to tell me when to stop at a green light because they're looking at their phone. I don't need your advice, okay? Listen, you keep looking at your phone, I'm gonna keep writing my stories, alright? Don't live stream writing your script and be mad at people for having thoughts as it happens. I didn't live stream write. What are you doing? Okay, then I won't. What are you... Levi, come on. Be here, now. Like, what's actually happening, right? No one's mad at you. Just don't don't spoil things. So anyway, we need to get out of here. At the end of every show, we always talk about what we're gonna do this week. This week, our campaign will be over. Our campaign will be over soon. Less than like 16 hours. I don't know. I'm mad about it. I'm not mad. I'm very happy. So Steven, what are you gonna do this week?
Campaign did well. I'm just still working on coloring and just tidying up Deathless. If the Kickstarter hits that 70, I did order the sketch cards, so they should be here soon. So I could probably start that this week. But yeah, as it stands, it's putting in can't put in the cameos yet, so it's just coloring the pages that don't have cameos. And
Yeah, that's true. So if you want a cameo in our book, there are still a couple spots left. Go get that now. This is your last chance to be in Deathless 4. Deathless 5, I think we'll have a couple of cameo spots, but really, I think it's going to be even more limited. I'm not sure. I have to really think about that because I know it's going to be pretty pretty tight.
Where
pretty
the
specific.
setting is, it could just be.
I know
chaos in the city.
Yeah, yeah, we'll make it work. But like I want you to know, like, if you want to be in Deathless, definitely jump in it now. But there should be some opportunity for next time. So if you miss it this time, we'll see what we can do. But otherwise, what are you doing this week?
I am working more on Witch Among Us, and I really have the goal of getting that done by the end of May. And so I can't miss any days of writing heretofore.
Nice. Yeah, I don't see why we would. I have a lot to do. You know, we have to, like, you'll be writing, I'll be coloring. I'll color until I can't color anymore. I'll work on my screenplay situation. You know, because Deathless issue 5 is already written, so I don't have to do that. So I'm just like, you know, this week I'm going to color as much as I can. We're trying to finish this book. We have a few months. We promised the book's going to be out sometime in August. So that's when it's going to be shipped to people. So we have to print the books, we have to print the boxes, we have to print the shirts.
It's getting all the stuff.
All the stuff together.
That's what always takes
That's why
forever.
we gave
the
a few months.
The book is basically done.
The book is basically we just have to finish up the coloring. But yeah, this week I'm gonna do the coloring, and I'm going to like share tomorrow as much as I possibly can. But that's what we're doing this week. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for sharing our dang campaign around the world. Thank you for participating in this storytelling, weird narrative, adventure that we've been on for a month and for 6 years since we've been doing this podcast. Stephen,
amazing.
What do you want to say to people before we go?
I'm just, as always, consistently thankful for everyone who shows up for us. Shows up for the live, shows up for the Kickstarter, shows up for us in life, and I'm just thankful for each and every one of you.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you? What do you want to say?
No, I feel the same way. I'm just eternally grateful for everybody who shows up, for both of these fantastic men. They watching them create this comic is amazing and inspirational. But watching them do this show each week is amazing and inspirational too. I mean, I don't know of anyone ever who is as committed to anything more than the show, and like to see it all take place every week is awesome. Like, you guys, you kill it, and you all kill it by being here and showing up for them. So thank you so much.
Very true.
Absolutely.
Thank you to everyone who watches this.
It's the lifeblood.
The people who watch it before, the people who watch it. If you made it this far in the episode, like after the fact, thank you. Thank you for being a part of this.
Real MVP.
If you missed Deathless, the Kickstarter, I mean, I'm sorry. I hope you join us for Deathless issue 5. If not, issue 5, we're going to be working on Bullet and the Beast and hopefully a movie soon, so we're going to see how that goes.
So many exciting things!
Otherwise, thank you so much. I'm Anthony.
I'm Stevie Wildcard.
I am Katie Carly LaFusile.
This has been We Have Issues. We'll see you next week.
Boom, boom.